Everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a massive leap back in time to uncover a seriously fascinating piece of ancient history. We're looking at a place that wasn't just, your average school. It was an absolute beacon of global wisdom. So get ready, because we are exploring the legendary Nala Dena University. Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever wondered where the world's very first residential university was? I mean, when we think of ancient academia, our minds usually jump straight to Europe, right? But the actual answer lies way, way back in ancient India.
Section 1. The world's ancient university, Nalanda.
Situated in what is now the modern-day state of Bihar, Nalanda was established way back around the 5th century CE, and it's generally believed that the visionary behind this incredible institution was Kumaragupta I, a pretty renowned ruler of the Gupta dynasty. Now, you gotta understand, Nalanda wasn't merely a place to take a few classes, it was literally an ocean of knowledge. We're talking about the world's first true residential university model. Think of it like an ancient Ivy League. It totally pioneered the whole residential education model, providing housing, food, and world-class learning, all bundled into one massive academic ecosystem.
Section 2. Tough admission and higher education. Gaining entry into Nalanda, that was a massive, massive achievement.
So the crucial point is that you had to go through a brutally rigorous, demanding process just to get your foot in the door. Step 1 was passing a super strict entrance exam. The gatekeepers would literally grill applicants with complex, brain-bending questions before they could even step inside the campus. Only the absolute sharpest intellects made it through. And then came Step 2, undertaking exceptionally high-level studies once you actually got admitted.
The curriculum these brilliant minds tackled was just extraordinarily diverse. They dove deep into Buddhism and philosophy, mastered complex grammar and Sanskrit, pushed the very boundaries of math and astronomy, and studied medicine, specifically Ayurveda. Plus, they fiercely debated each other using logic and Nyaya. I mean, the education here was remarkably comprehensive and honestly light years ahead of its time.
Section 3. Massive international level campus. Imagine taking a campus tour right now, but back in the 5th century. You'd be totally blown away by the staggering physical scale.
Nalanda was laid out with incredible architectural precision, boasting these grand monasteries, stunning temples, and state-of-the-art facilities dedicated entirely to the pursuit of knowledge. To really wrap your head around the scale we're talking about here, just look at this number, 10,000. Yep, that's the estimated number of scholars living and studying at Nalanda during its peak. 10,000 scholars, all residing together, hashing out ideas in one giant ancient academic metropolis. Absolutely mind-blowing.
And this brilliantly illustrates the institution's commitment to quality education. 2,000. There were 2,000 master teachers and professors there just to guide those students. If you do the math, that is an incredible student-to-teacher ratio. It meant they could have deep, personalized mentorship, rigorous intellectual debate, and really focused, hands-on learning. At the very heart of all this buzzing intellectual activity was the massive Dharmaganja Library. This place housed millions of texts and manuscripts. Just take a second to picture the sheer physical weight of millions of handwritten palm leaf books and scrolls, all meticulously categorized in one sprawling location. It was literally the ultimate repository of human understanding on the entire planet at the time.
And Nalanda wasn't just built for the local scholars either. It was this thriving, truly cosmopolitan center where locals constantly mixed with international students. These scholars were traveling thousands of miles across incredibly treacherous terrains, from places like China, Korea, Japan, and Tibet. It became a true melting pot of Asian culture, philosophy, and major scientific discovery.
We actually know a ton about how magnificent the campus was, mostly thanks to the first-hand accounts of these visiting students. We have glowing praise recorded by legendary Chinese travelers like Xuanzang, who actually studied there, and Faxian, who also visited and wrote about it extensively. They were entirely awestruck by the institution's grandeur and its brilliant scholars, which really just validates Nalanda's status as a premier global hub.
Section 4. The tragic end of knowledge. Sadly, this golden era of enlightenment, it wasn't meant to last forever.
Let's move to and see how this builds. As we know, Nalanda was founded in the 5th century by Kumaragupta I, and it thrived for hundreds of years. But skipping forward to the year 1193 CE, the university met a sudden, violent invasion by Bakhtiyar Khilji. This invasion brought absolute devastation. The majestic Dharma-Ganjala Library, that colossal repository of millions of texts we were just marveling at,
was intentionally set on fire. The historical accounts are truly heartbreaking to read. Because there were millions of manuscripts housed there, the fires didn't just burn for a day. The books burned for months. Decades, centuries of invaluable global wisdom, medicine, math, and philosophy literally went up in smoke.
Section 5. Nalanda's Unforgettable and Proud Legacy. Now, while the physical destruction was absolute, the story definitely does not end in those ashes.
The physical buildings may have fallen, but the incredible ideas and the sheer standard of excellence established there proved to be remarkably resilient. The legacy of Nalanda is, well, it's monumental. It proudly holds the title of the world's first residential university model and remains a massive point of pride for Indian education and culture. Today, the ancient ruins that still stand in Bihar serve as this powerful, tangible reminder of true greatness. They act as an enduring example of how ancient people achieved profound global connection and cultural exchange.
I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. We lost millions of books in those tragic fires centuries ago, but can the true spirit of Nalanda ever really be destroyed?